go to Todd.
D'Angelo, I guess sort of a similar question to Kyle, but you talked so much last year about wanting to prove that you could be one of the best corners in the country, competing against the best. Just when you go through an off season, what's the mentality or the approach you take to building on that? Essentially, just saying, I was an All-American last year. This is how I get even better. Essentially.
Yeah, for me, it's just finding ways to get better, like little things. I go back and watch games from last year, but just finding things I need to get better on, working on myself. There's always things I can improve on as a DB, so for me, it's just taking one day at a time and competing and finding ways to get better.
Stay on your left with Todd and then go to Seth.
D'Angelo, Mikhail talked about having the former JMU guys at each level of the defense. What's your approach to leadership with your teammates, and how are the three of you are you similar in the way you approach guys? Are you different? Where do you kind of fall in on that?
I would say we're definitely different, but we all just hold the team to a high standard. Basically, I'm more of a lead by example type of guy. I'm working on speaking more, but Aiden's more of a loud guy, so that's how we're different. I feel like I'll just lead by example, but I still hold my guys to a high standard.
Go Seth on your left and then Jared.
D'Angelo, how much have you been able to line up and compete against Fernando so far, and what's stuck out about him as a quarterback from your perspective?
A lot. He's the one, so I go against him every day. But the thing that stuck out to me is how mobile he is and his deep ball accuracy. He got a strong arm. I could see it when he was throwing that pro day, and once he came out there and threw against us, I could see he got a strong arm.
We'll go Jared, second row on your left, then Pete.
Working with Coach Ogeron obviously developed really well last year. What do you think makes you guys work well together?
I feel like he's a guy that knows a lot. He has a lot of knowledge, like a lot of football knowledge. He gets me better every day. He pushes me. He doesn't treat me different from anybody else. He doesn't care about the success I had in the past. That's somebody I need in my corner. Just somebody who's not a yes man, who just corrects me when I'm wrong and just gets me better every day.
Pete, and
you obviously have gone against a lot of quality receivers. You will again this season. How do you prepare for that? I mean, how much film do you watch on individual receivers, and how much do you just embrace that challenge, like bring it on type of thing?
Yeah, I love going against top competition. Just showing everybody I can compete with those guys as well. I watch a lot of film too. So during the season, I'll probably watch like every game they played and just know their tendencies, what they like to do, and it really helps me. So I definitely like going against top competition and showing what I got to.
Nick and then Daniel.
I was just gonna ask, what have you noticed from transfers Andy and Knight?
Those guys came in ready to work. You could tell they were taught some things at their schools, and they transferred over here and kept the same mentality. Those guys, I'm really excited for them. I feel like they're gonna help us in the season.
We'll go Daniel on your right and then Josh.
On that note, I think y'all have like 2 or 3 enrollees, right? Like Zach and is it Jalen Bell?
Yeah, Jalen Bell.
What, in your eyes, makes a quality young freshman at corner?
Just coming in and being a sponge, basically. Those guys came in willing to learn. Those guys ask me questions about anything, and they just take it in. So I'm really excited for them as well.
We'll go Josh and then Joe.
You look at the guys that come in, and you guys had last season, and they're coming in hoping for the same thing. Is there anything that you tell them? I know you're not as much of a vocal leader, but is there anything you tell the guys coming in?
Really, I just tell them keep their head down and work. It'll happen out of nowhere if you just keep your head down and work and find a way on the field, like special teams, things like that. That'll get the coaches to trust you and just work hard.
We'll go Joe, second row on your right, and then Zach B.
What was the taste after that Notre Dame game into kind of opting to come back for another year here?
Really, I had 2 more years here, so I really opted. It wasn't really a choice for me. I wanted to come back here. It was no question in my brain that I wanted to come back here. But really, it left a bad taste in my mouth. Really wanted to come back and just prove that we can go to that stage, the national championship. So really wanted to come back and show everybody that we can do that.
Zach B. and then Mike.
Mikhail talked about that hunger and how the hunger has maybe increased this season. Where does your hunger stem from? What drives you with that hunger?
Really just the love for the game. I love the game. I feel like I've been playing it all my life, so the hunger never goes away. Like I always want to find ways to get better, to be the best version of myself. And that's really what I try to do each and every day.
We're up on your left with Mike.
Yeah, to that point, and you mentioned that last year too, when you kind of looked at the film, where did you feel like you needed to take another step, or things that you needed to work on kind of to get to that point where you want to be?
For me, it's really disguising. A lot of teams like to just throw, and we're in cover 3, showing that we're in cover 3, they'll throw little hits, so I'm disguising more, just doing more little things to get the quarterback off his game. But really just working on that and just more pick production from my standpoint.
Great. Thanks, D'Angelo. Appreciate you.